Practical tip is stay hydrated. UV, that's ultraviolet rays, may still be moderate even under clouds. Now, I cannot overemphasize the need to stay hydrated in this period of heat. Ensure that you're always drinking water, even if it means going out with a water bottle. Ensure that you're always drinking water because when you stay hydrated, it helps you handle the heat properly. So ensure that when you're stepping out, if you do not like to carry a water bottle, I used to be like that before. I never liked to carry a water bottle, but now it's something that I love to do because when I'm with a water bottle, I tend to drink water more than when I'm not with a water bottle. So I think you should also join me, carry a water bottle, drink water as often as possible, stay hydrated all the time because it's very, very, very important. Now in the evening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. we have temperatures ranging from 26 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. Now, the rain chance is 10 to 20%. Conditions, we have warm, mostly cloudy, and low chances of showers. Practical tip, good weather for outings, but expect humidity. Now, the general summary is temperature will range from 25 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius all through the day. Now, rain chance, we have highest in the morning around 40 to 50%. General advisory is plan for heat and humidity, carry on carry light rain protection in early hours. Now, that is the weather forecast for you this morning. Ensure that you plan your day accordingly. Go out with a water bottle. I'm begging you, please ensure that you go out with a water bottle because we are experiencing a very hot period right now, and it's important to always stay hydrated because it helps you deal with the heat better. So ensure that you step out with a water bottle. If you don't like to carry a water bottle, because for some people they think it's embarrassing, they think that it makes them look like a secondary school child or a nursery school child. I don't agree with that. But if you're not a fan of going out with a water bottle, ensure that you buy your sachet water or your bottled water every now and then, and that's even more expensive. Oh god, that is even more expensive. So to cut costs, just go out with a water bottle. Imabinu, please. It's literally that simple. Go out with a water bottle so that it's less expensive for you to stay hydrated, so that you not say, I just bought water a few minutes ago, I cannot buy water again. So step out with a water bottle and drink water all through the day. It's very important to stay hydrated in this hot period. Anyway, that's the much you can take on the weather focus segment right here on the Morning Buzz on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course entertainment 360. We love to call it ADU Infotainment. We're going back to the music now. When we come back, we're going to move to the national holiday segment right here on the Morning Buzz on the Morning Buzz right here on Unico 103.5 FM. I'll leave you in the hands of Billie Eilish and Khalid. This one says, Lovely. Do not move away from your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. Welcome back from that break. That was The Best Part by Savvy Henry. Such an amazing song. It's soothing. It's really, really amazing. It's still the morning buzz right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it ADU in infotainment. My name remains Ryan Henshaw, like you already know, but you can call me Spice of the Airwaves. And before the break, I was giving you the weather forecast and the tip on how to navigate through the day. Right about now, Obi Thompson just joined us, and together we're going to ensure that you have the very best time this morning. Good morning, Thompson, and welcome on the show.
Good morning, Vine. Good morning, Malabites and Malabrases. Good morning, distinguished Nigerians. Good morning, Iran. I won't miss
Oh,
just greeting
Shiriken
these
now.
guys. Good morning, Israel and US. Good morning, France. Good morning, North Korea. I currently, in fact, North Korea, I just don't want to talk about Kim Jong Un. Okay.
How are you feeling today?
Okay, so I think I'm fine. I'm good.
You
I'm
think?
good. Yeah.
Okay, how was your sleep? Because before you came in, I was asking how our listeners slept
Yeah,
last
I
night.
heard that very well. And so I was saying that, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good.
Did it
All
rain
just
at
of
your
a sudden.
maybe?
No, it didn't. It didn't. But the weather was just very calm, very
Okay.
cold. Yeah, I think for the first time this week, we are having a very cold weather. So it means, unarguably, in coming days to come, we're going to have a lot
Send
of
down
rain.
the
Yeah, it's
rain,
going to be raining.
please.
But
Send
some
down
parts
the
of
rain.
Calabar, I think I noticed why some vehicles were moving as that early morning. I
Mm.
saw a lot of them wet and all of that. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
heard that some parts of
some
Calabar
Calabar
actually,
had rain.
experienced
Yeah.
rainfall last night. But I'm asking this morning, if you're listening to me, let us know, did you experience rainfall last night? 0809 I'll take that again, 0809 Did you also experience heat? So that we know how to take your matter to God. Did you experience heat as well? 0809 Right now, it's time for us to move on to the national holiday segment right here on the Morning Buzz. And we have just two national holidays today. Now, the first national holiday we have is National No Smoking Day.
Wow.
National No Smoking Day.
So unarguably today we shouldn't see anybody smoking.
Mm, we hope.
We wish. No, it's just a wish. When you say you hope, it means it's something you should expect. We wish this doesn't even happen, and all at
No
all.
smoking is something that we've spoken about on the show over and over again. We've
Yeah,
spoken about the dangers of smoking and why people shouldn't smoke. But it's sad enough to see that the cigarette industry is a fast growing industry.
exactly.
It's like they're making money from the cigarette that they sell. I went to the market on Saturday to get something, and there's a shop around there's somewhere they call it's a madam,
It's madam. Yeah,
and
that's
it's a shop that is stocked
strictly
with
with
cigarettes.
smokes. Yeah.
Like that's all they're selling in packs, different variants. I'm like, wow, okay. But it says that smokers are liable to die young, and people are aiding smokers to die young.
So I don't know what if smokers are liable to die. I don't know who sells them. What exactly they are reliable for? Probably imprisonment, because at some point in time they are violating health wise and all of that.
But
But
don't
yeah,
you,
people talk about it's
isn't
business.
cigarette approved by NAFDAC?
Well, you see, there is approved. So, in fact, that's the reason why so many of them who are smoking, they're very intelligent. They tell you. So, if this is wrong, why
Why is
should NAFDAC
NAFDAC
approve it
approving it?
and all of that? And the NAFDAC number is written there, but they are just telling you, oh, for your health's sake. I think for your health's sake,
But
you
if,
don't
if
need
you're
to
selling
take it.
something that is detrimental to another person's health, then it should be banned. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
sold
it's just like talking about alcohol. Alcohol is not good for our health, right? But you see people who are selling it, right, and all of that. So if you go after them, it means you're also doing a whole lot of harm to many people's businesses and life as well, livelihood, because that is where they survive and all of that. So I think today is just that day. Please, I know you've been testing it, but today we just say not us, but all of us were joining hands in this campaign to say no, no, a total no to smoking for today alone. Just give today a break.
if
Yeah.
possible, you can even make tomorrow and next tomorrow.
And
Add it. And before you know, you don't dey go. You don't leave them. You get.
yeah, and that's how a lot of persons start.
Yes.
Once they just say, okay, tomorrow I'm not going to smoke. Since it's Sunday, I'm not going to smoke. If it is possible on religious day, these persons will literally not want to smoke. Yeah, but hey, come on, that's even the day it happens even the more. They smoke even the more and all of that. But however, I think it's quite important for you out there who is actually taking this to know that, look, you just need to reduce it. If not totally stop it, you just need to reduce it drastically. But for today, we're saying No
No
smoking day. Yeah.
smoking. The next national holiday we have is National Immune System Day. National Immune System Day. And we're not going to talk about immune system so much. When we come back from the break, we're going to say more about immune system in the
Health and
health and
wellness
wellness
segment.
segment. Stay with us right here on Unico 103.5 FM because we have a lot of information, a lot of education, and of course, a lot of entertainment lined up for you right here on Unico 103.5 FM. I'll leave in the hands of of Ava Max and Alan Walker. This one says, Alone. Do not move away from your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. Break time check is 4 minutes past our the 8, and you're still tuned into Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course entertainment. 360, we love to call it ADU infotainment. And right now we are moving to the next segment of the show, which is the health and wellness segment. And today we are talking about importance of caring for your immune system. Like we said during the national holiday segment, that today is National Immune System Day. Now, caring for your immune system is very important because it is the body's natural defense mechanism against infections and diseases. The immune system protects the body from harmful microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. When it functions properly, it helps keep the body healthy and able to fight illnesses. Now, these are the importance of caring for your immune system. Now, protection against infections. The immune system helps the body fight infections caused by pathogens such as viruses and bacteria. For example, it plays a key role in defending the body against diseases like malaria, tuberculosis, and COVID 19. A strong immune system can recognize these harmful organisms and destroy them before they cause severe illnesses. Now, the next one is faster recovery from illness. When your immune system is strong, the body can recover faster from infections. Immune cells quickly respond to pathogens, reduce the severity of symptoms, and shorten the duration of illnesses. Now, the next one is prevention of chronic diseases. A well functioning immune system helps prevent certain long term diseases and complications. Poor immune health can increase infections and other conditions. Now,
Yeah.
the next one is protection against abnormal cells. The immune system also helps dictate and destroy abnormal cells that may develop into cancer. This surveillance function helps reduce the risk of certain cancers. Now, the next one is maintain overall body balance. The immune system works with other systems in the body to maintain overall health. It helps control inflammation and supports healing when tissues are injured. Now, the next one is improves quality of life. People with strong immune system tend to fall sick less often, have more energy, and are generally able to maintain a healthier lifestyle. Now, ways to care for your immune system. The first one is eat balanced diet and nutritious diet. Get enough sleep, exercise regularly, manage stress, maintain good hygiene, stay hydrated, take recommended vaccines. Taking care of your immune system means taking care of your whole body. Healthy habits every day help your body stay strong enough to fight diseases. Now, those are ways to care for your immune
Immune
system,
system,
ensure
particularly.
that you stay
Yeah.
hydrated. If I got $1 for the number of times I've said stay hydrated today, I'll be richer than
It,
the $10.
yeah,
I
yeah,
promise you.
yeah,
So stay
exactly.
hydrated, eat balanced diet.
I love that part where they say get enough sleep. Yeah,
Mm,
please. We've been talking about staying off screen time, and all of
yes.
that, setting your screen time and all of that. And we've been saying, hey, look, you just need to deliberately stay away from your screen. Okay, so you do. It's not something that you must have to always
There's one thing
have enough sleep.
I envy Thompson for,
Okay.
and we've said that on the show severally. Thompson goes to sleep around 8 p.m. Like even a
My
child in
neighbors
secondary
my
school.
neighbors
Ha!
sometimes ask like
How
how
do
do
you
you get to
I'm
sleep and how do you
asking. It's so difficult as an adult. Like you have so many things to do, so
yeah,
many things to think about. Even when you want to sleep early, your mind is not letting you sleep early. So how do
honestly, so
how do you develop the habits of sleeping very, very early as 8 o'clock? So
yeah.
if you're waking up by 6, you're having approximately 8 hours of sleep or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Mm,
So what I do is to ensure that from morning, like today, I have a
mm,
lot of activities to do.
okay.
Like I finish from my radio show, I go to other places to go work, and also I have almost 3, 4 places I'm working as each day. But I
Okay.
have to complete these tasks within a specific period of time, and then have enough time to rest and sleep. So with that alone, it means I've been exhausted entirely.
Mm,
Because I move from one place to the other and ensure that I complete tasks before a certain period of time. And then after that, I need to get back home, and my place is far. So as soon as I get back, I seem so tired, and then decide to just make something for dinner, and then the next thing I just get to sleep over and all of that. So
mm,
I think basically it's just people planning their time. But I wake up
okay.
in the night to read.
Mm.
Yeah, that's one thing about me. I wake up in the night to read, make research, begin to find out what is happening in this state, what's happening in this country, like this Iran and all of this, what is happening, and all of that. So I keep myself updated with all of those information.
Okay.
So I literally don't kind of sleep all over from that 8 or 9 CEO morning. No, no, no.
Mm.
I don't do that.
Mm. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. It's important to get enough sleep. It's important to have balanced diet, stay hydrated,
No,
exercise
I
regularly.
think these days what we're not after a balanced diet. We are just praying that God should balance our diet.
God should balance whatever we can afford.
Exactly.
Whatever we can afford, Jesus balance it.
Exactly. And we move.
We move. But yeah, it's important to take deliberate steps to ensure that you have balanced diet, ensure that
Yeah.
you exercise regularly. And when people hear about exercise, they always think about the gym, or you need to
You
register at
need
the
to go
gym.
for
But
gym and
no,
all of
that little stroll, that little walk, that little physical activity, maybe fetching water, is a
water and
form
all of
of
that.
exercise. You don't have to register in a gym before you get to exercise. And of course, good hygiene.
Yeah.
My brothers and sisters in the Lord,
Very
good
important.
hygiene. it cannot be overemphasized. Ensure that you wash your clothes regularly, you stay in a clean environment. Good hygiene is very, very, very important at the end of the day. Well, that's how much can take on the health and wellness segment right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it ADO Infotainment. We're going back to the music now. When we come back, we're going to move to the top story segment right here on the show. I'll leave in the hands of Lucas Graham. This one says 7 years. Do not move away from your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. Said from that music break. If you're just joining us, it's the Morning Boss right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it ADU Infotainment. I'm Vine Henshaw, like you already know, and also have Obi Thompson here in the studio. And together, we're going to ensure that we keep you informed, educated, and of course, entertained. Now, we have, We have to move to the next segment of the show now, which is the top story segment. And we always love to start with the university community. And we have Unico College of Education to hold 10th TRCN induction ceremony. The College of Education, University of Calabar, is set to hold her 10th induction ceremony for professional teachers into the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN. The ceremony is scheduled to take place on Thursday, March 12, 2026 by 10 a.m. at the Gospel Akbabu International Conference Center, University of Calabar. Information made available to the Public Relations Unit indicates that the Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Ofiong Efang Ofiong, is expected to attend the event as the chief host, while the Cross River State Commissioner for Education, Senator Professor Stephen Ojay, will serve as chairman of the occasion. Also expected at the ceremony is the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN, Dr. Mrs. Ronke Soyombo, alongside other notable members of the university community and invited guests. To this end, deans and heads of departments in the College of Education are requested to appear in their academic gowns and ensemble for the academic procession at the foyer of the venue by 9:55 a.m. The university community and the general public are by this notice invited to attend and witness this new inductees. As the new inductees, rather, are formally welcomed into the teaching profession. Public Relations Unit, University of Calabar. What do we make out of this?
Oh my goodness, I think so excited. I feel so happy that finally, we're going to be having this kind of induction where we are going to have a whole lot of dignitaries grace that occasion. Personally, I would be inducted tomorrow as well into the teaching profession officially.
Oh, really?
And all of that. Yes, and so
nicely talk small. Inductee.
So it's just going to be an interesting one because it's something we've been yearning for a very long time now, and so. For a university that is over 50 years now, I think we should be talking about more than, this 10th anniversary, but there again, I think it's a good step and in a good direction. And so I also want to seize this opportunity to commend the management under the current leadership. Don't forget that he is somebody who has served in the educational sector, as a commissioner for education across River State. And right away, we'll be privileged to have the current commissioner for education also gracing that occasion. It means it's going to be something we've never experienced before when it has to do with induction, because over time, I think we've been doing that at Senate chambers, but this time around, I think it's going to be something very
bigger.
massive, and all of that. We're going to see lecturers, from education, adorning themselves. Man, and this is going to be the first induction from the college since, the University of Calabar was made a college, officially from the past administration. So it's going to be something amazing. It's going to be something fantastic to see a wonderful, future trainers of our children, and all of that, taking an oath, preparing themselves to go and groom young ones, to be better persons in the society. Don't forget that. And also, I think I will seize the opportunity to, if opportunity will be given for us to share our thoughts, there are a lot of things that I feel the management should also do in terms of teachers, respectively when it has to do with those who are going on teaching practice and all of that, because they have faced lots of challenges over time. But I know under this administration, most of those challenges will seriously be addressed.
What kind of challenges are we talking about?
So first of all, students are being sent to, institutions, where they have a whole lot of challenges. And just like we have the National Service Corps members, being sent into schools, and then automatically the teachers who government have employed to serve in those schools leave the entire job for these corps members. That is the same thing that happens to these students on teaching practice. So I think, and to also, I think why that of corps members is different is because they also give them tips and all of that. But that of the TRs, student teachers, they don't give them anything. A lot of schools don't even care whether you come to school or you don't come. They don't take care of your transport. They don't support you. They don't do anything for you. All they just need to do is to keep punching you. You need to come early. You need to to do your this, you need to do that, you need to do that. Just like we also have in other, field of study, the medicine and medical college and all of that. Most of them, when they go for their ITs or when they go for their internships, they get paid. But here we have to go for an entire 1 year service as well, because 3 is just like a term. A
Okay.
complete term, and then nothing is being given to you and all of that. You're being asked to participate in every activities. Yeah, I understand that it's part of grooming you. That's why you're there, for you to be groomed. But when somebody, just like I keep talking about the 14 principles of leadership. It's good that you motivate someone. When you motivate someone, trust me, it gives the person the courage, to even do more and all of that. So I think the management should also touchlight in that case. And then a lot of persons, when they are sent to school, this is in the part of the student. When you're sent to school, you don't have any right to decline. Go to that school. You might not know why you've been sent to that school.
Okay.
It could be the opportunity you've been crying and yearning for. And then that's choices of students picking school. It should only be based on your availability, places you can make yourself available. Do you understand? That's okay. But then don't make it look as if you must go there and have a choice. Okay, but you should go there and have a disciplined choice, just so that you also prepare and groom yourself for a better person in the society. So it's going to be a good day tomorrow, and we just hope it doesn't going to rain, because sure, the weather as it is today, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow, but I know we are going to have a good day.
Awesome. I wish all the inductees, success in their journey as they become professional teachers. Now, moving forward, we have Unical Senate calls for memoranda on admission irregularities. I'm almost tired of having this conversation.
Yeah,
But let
but
me
it's good that they are hammering on it the more.
let me just read it out. It says the Senate of the University of Calabar has called on members of the university community, parents, and other stakeholders to submit memoranda containing credible information on alleged admission irregularities in the institution. According to a memo signed by the Secretary of the Senate Ad Hoc Committee, Onen Ubi, the decision followed concerns raised during the Senate meeting held on Thursday, March 5th, 2026. At the meeting, members expressed serious displeasure over cases of admission racketeering and other irregularities that affected the 2024/2025 and 2025/2026 admission exercise. The situation, as conveyed by the memo, reportedly resulted in overadmission, creating several administrative challenges for the university. In response, Senate constituted an ad hoc committee to investigate the alleged irregularities and recommend lasting solutions. The committee is therefore inviting individuals with useful and verifiable information to assist in investigation by submitting memoranda. Submission should be addressed to the chairman of the committee, Professor Mrs. Dorothy Oluwagbemi Jacob, and delivered to her office at the Department of Philosophy. Copies may also be sent via WhatsApp to 080-344-17696. I'll say that again, 080-344-17696. All memoranda must reach the committee on or before the close of work on Monday, March 19th, 2026. Public Relations Unit, University of Calabar. Whew, what do we make out of that?
Well, trust me, I think, just like I say, we'll keep seeing how the management is ensuring that students will no longer go to respective lecture venues and be stranded, where to sit and what to do and all of that. And then lecturers, on the other hand, will not find it difficult to know the number of students in their own respective classes and all of that. So we'll not have to see students, on the other hand, the management finding it difficult to, assign students in whether it has to do with IT, whether it has to do with internship and all of those things. And then we're not also going to see that unnecessary crowd in the roads, okay, especially in the walkways in our university community. And then you go to the bank, you see a whole lot of, crowd. But I think one of the things that really stood out was yesterday we also had the opportunity where the management also met with these same students of nursing science, trying to resolve the issues and all of that. Look, I support the university. We are tired. I'm part of the university. We are tired of always and all times going to the court in the name of, you admitted me, I paid my acceptance fee, I paid my school fees, I paid every dues, and now I am in this level, and you're asking me to leave the school simply because you said I didn't get the proper admission, or I got the admission but it wasn't coming from, and all of that. So the university is tired of all of those things, and the current management is saying we must have to put a stop to this. And so this is why all of these meetings, all of these, we keep talking about it. And so advising parents and children, prospective Malabites and Malabreses out there, you must not study that course. Okay, so you must not study all of those professional courses. Don't forget, today there are lots of current courses in this 21st century that are more even important and valuable. I know there are no courses that are more than this, but there again, you have to re-examine yourself. So if you must have to gain admission in those particular courses you really want, you have to do all you can to explore more, study more, prepare yourself, burn more midnight candles.
We've had situations where these students actually burn their candles. They
did all of that, and admission is not given simply because maybe you do not have the money to extend your hands, or you do not know who knows who to bring you to that point. And that is why the current management is saying, look, all of those messes have gone, and
now,
so
there's something
we're not going to let that happen.
something I used to notice back then in previous administrations, where after matriculation, students are still being admitted. Towards examination, students are still being admitted. I still fought, with myself to try to understand the rationale behind that, because it makes absolutely no sense.
Just like you said, even after exams, first semester, second semester, you still see new faces in the department, in your unit, in your lecture venues, in exams, in second semester.
Shouldn't that be
how did this person say, oh, I just got my admission? Admission from where, how, when? So I think there are time frames stipulated from this.
Exactly.
Right from JAM, when you pick your JAM form, when you're scheduled for exams, and then after that, when admissions take proper time and all of that. And then thereafter, I think I don't know how people really get to that stage where after matriculation, I don't think there should be any form of, in fact, even change of program, change of course after matriculation, for any reason. If the students do not meet the criteria, let that person either go home or repeat. I think when you repeat a particular class more than 2-3 times, you're asked to withdraw from school. It means your head no carry school. So you have to rest and all of that. So I think the management now is saying, look, we need to on all our solar lights, all our energy lights, all our everything that has to do with light, to torchlight to see where exactly those errors are coming from. And they are doing everything to ensure that those things are corrected. And that's the reason why the management under this new administration, he is not resting. Yesterday he was here, yesterday he was there, just yesterday he went to a lot of sites, a lot of department and faculties to make sure these things doesn't happen again. And up to the extent that he had another audience again with those students, and so we hope to see what is going to play out in this admission. I think we'll be working closely with admission, the new admission administrators, to really see and be getting up-to-date information as to what is going on there. Because trust me, the world will really want to see how this Mr. Integrity is going to do his admission, his first admission ever. Because like I keep saying all the time, there is a signpost already at main gate that talks about integrity. So it's a virtue that every Malabite and Malabresis, every staff in the university must abide to. So we also watch to see how this current administration tend to achieve that, owing to the fact that there are lots of persons who will be challenging why you're doing this. Why won't you do this because you're cutting? But on the other hand, just like I always say, before a lot of staff will want to avail themselves or involve themselves in all of these kind of malpractices, is one, If a staff works and it gets to the end of the month, pay. Give
Mm.
them what belongs to them. The enumerations and everything, entitlements and allowances, everything that they deserve. Give it to them.
Yeah.
Trust me, they'll be so satisfied that they are getting. It's because they're not getting all of those things from the government and all of that. So you can imagine, let's say most of these persons that attend to us in offices are not teaching staffs, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe half of what they are getting is not coming from the government directly. Maybe it's coming from the school. So are you as an institution, you as management, are you releasing what belongs to these guys to these guys? You need to start from there. So once you're done with that, then you can now come back to start clearing off all of these things. Because if you start from here, trust me, they'll keep pushing you harder, and they'll keep pushing you until you get tired and fall with them. Where people, those unkind saying that if you cannot beat them, join them. So that is where all of those things will start coming from. So I think the management should first resolve every issue that has to do with this money belongs to the staff, and all the staff should get this because you have worked to this stage, you have come this for, this is the kind of office you're staying, everywhere should be kept, and then monitor these guys and see if they will definitely return back to their old lifestyle. If not, trust me, this fight is not going to be an easy fight for this current management.
Very true. Now, moving on to the state scene, we have Governor Basio too approves appointments for Cross River Local Government Service Commission. Now we have the governor of Cross River State, His Excellency Senator Prince Bassey Edetu, has approved the appointment of the following persons as chairman and commissioners of the Local Government Service Commission. They are Barrister Eyo Nsaikbo as chairman, Dr. Ikeng Ifeong Edet as Commissioner 1, Dr. Emmanuel Ituyang as Commissioner 2, Dr. Godwin Ondali rather. We have Commissioner 3. We have Honorable Obia Lawrence Bassi as Commissioner 4. We have Honorable Rita Ayim as Commissioner 5. We have Honorable John Olom Otu as Commissioner 6. The governor's action stems from his firm desire to ensure that viability of the local government system, as well as his commitment to the ethos of constitutional provision. The appointments take immediate effect. Signed, Professor A. Owanino, Secretary to the Government of Cross River State.
Yes, when I saw that information, I was so happy. I'm so happy that this is happening. But I
This
think,
happened after the former local government
yeah,
service commission chairman rather
yeah,
resigned.
resigned in
Mm,
quotes and
mm.
all of that. Okay, but I while I was going through this news last night, I think that part where that part where it was written, or it's written on that particular letter, that secretary to the government of the state, office of the governor. Well, it's okay. I think that's one English I'm not trying to understand because usually it's secretary to the state government, but I don't know how this twist is coming in. Probably that is how it's supposed to be, but I think it's something I'm used to, secretary to the state government.
I think it
Yeah.
means the same thing. Secretary to the state government and secretary
To the
government
government
of
of the
the state.
state
Same thing.
and
Yeah.
all of that. Well, anyway, whichever way, but I think we'll just be to say congratulations to these guys. We hope that these guys that have been employed for 9, 10, 12 months, getting to a year now, that have not been paid,
I
would
think
actually
that's
be
the
paid.
reason why the
delay and all
former
of that.
chairman
Chairman,
resigned, because there was employment racketeering.
Yeah.
So we are facing differential. Everybody with their own. In the University of Calabar, we're experiencing admission racketeering. So there, in the local government commission, they also experience employment racketeering, where lots
Maybe
of
at the
people.
national level it will be insecurity racketeering or INEC racketeering and national grid racketeering. I think at the national level we have a lot of issues.
I think I'm
That one
very
is very
particular about
plenty.
the national grid racketeering.
Okay.
Well, anyway, we hope that the new appointees do the best that they can to ensure that they align with the governor's mandate, which is
Exactly.
people's first administration.
Yeah.
So we hope that they align their work, and they're also there to aid the governor to do his job at the end of the day. Well, that's so much going to take on the top story segment right here on Unico 103.5 FM. We're going back to the music. When we come back, we're going to move on to the conversation of the day, and trust me, it's a very interesting one. You do not
Okay.
want to miss it. To ensure that you do not move away from your radio set, I'll leave in the hands of Katy Perry. This one says raw. Do not move away from your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. music break. Time check is 37 minutes past hour of 8, and you're tuned into Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it Edu Infotainment. Now, it's time for us to move on to the conversation of the day segment, and today we're talking about something that happened yesterday right here in the University of Calabar, the main gate access around 4, I think 4 or 5 p.m. yesterday. So now chaos broke out at the University of Calabar main gate between
Okay.
security officials and traders selling around the gate due to a lack of compliance to pay the yearly dues in order to keep selling at the school's gate premises. The situation has it that they were asked by these officials to pay the sum of 30,000 naira per year in order to keep selling around the gate. But the traders allegedly claim that the agency in charge of enforcing and collecting the tax sends boys from Calabar South to come and vandalize their goods instead of coming to properly collect the taxes. While some traders paid the tax, some decided not to comply, complaining about how outrageous the tax is. This resulted to the escalation of the issue into brutal violence amongst the traders, which was duly separated by security officials. Some points of sale, as POS machines, were damaged. Wheelbarrows carrying goods were seized by these security operatives. So we have an audio from the whole thing that happened yesterday, and I'm going to play it right now.
What exactly is happening?
Before they fall, they say 30,000. They come say 40,000. For what? These people, they are very wicked. And they don't want anybody here. They only like themselves. Yes, for them.
Impose sanctions that are not supposed to be.
Because
What exactly is happening? Like,
they say we should pay money before we stand here, 80,000. For what? For POS, for what?
who exactly is telling you to pay the money?
They say, is it
It's coupon.
the security? I don't even know
It's
the
coupon.
name.
Yeah. At the gate.
I don't even know. No, it's not the
It's coupon
security.
that are responsible for all this. But my own problem now is that if coupon are the one asking these people to pay money, they should be able to come out and enforce their rule. And not the core people working together coming to enforce the rule and say, because I have paid, if you have
They
not
brought
paid, you
people
can't
from
pay
Calabar
here.
South to come and fight here, to be collecting
Do you
money.
understand the game? It's not even Kubok that is enforcing their rule. They are sitting down somewhere in their office. It's them that are selling here. They're not fighting themselves because I have paid. If you have not paid your own, you must not stay here. Which is not supposed to be like that. What is your business if I don't have to pay?
Me, I'm a student. I'm paying school for everything. For what?
Okay, that was sent in by our correspondent Sharon Antiga, who was there, live at the scene. What do we
Okay.
make out of this, Thompson?
This is terrible. Yeah, I think this is not going to be the first time I am witnessing how the security, are going out there to ask them to, space. I really thought it was because of congestion within that place, especially those persons who are selling close to the road. You notice that sometimes you see students find it quite difficult to navigate through that place, owing to the fact that there's traffic light there. And once the traffic lights call off, man, you could see how those guys will start driving like Jezbon and all of that. So I feel so sad that such thing happens. So I usually think it's because of decongesting that place. That is
So
why they're
now-
asking them to leave.
so do you
Not
think-
even because of money.
No, now at this point, it's more like I have two questions now.
Okay.
That question is, and I mean, we can take one or two calls in this segment. Should they be asked to leave there completely, or they should be allowed to be there, but pay a certain fee? Because just like you said, there's always congestion in that area. There are lots of people selling a lot of things around there. And let's be honest, it somehow defaces the gate, the school's gate. So should
Honestly.
they be asked to
Honestly,
leave there completely?
they should be asked
or
to,
the fee is the fee that they're asking them to pay, the outrageous fee is a welcome development. Let's open the phone line 0809 444 4405. 08094440058. I'll take that again, 08094444058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number. And we're going to take it right here on the show. We don't have a lot of time, so ensure that you call us right now. Do you think that, they should be asked, the people selling at the schools, entrance should be asked to leave there to decongest that place, to declutter that place, or the outrageous fee that they're asking them to pay is obtainable, is a welcome development? Let us know this morning. 08094444058. We're saying something, Thompson.
Okay, so I think for me particularly, I think they should need to leave that place. Yeah, they need to leave that particular gate. Okay. Now, if you turn a little bit directly opposite Fidelity Bank, where we have the Fidelity Bank. So I think they could start from there, and line up to your small gate. Yeah, there are spaces in between the walls, but they must have to ensure that the walls of the gate walls are not, the university walls are not damaged. Whoever damaged it will be held responsible. So I think the university Kubo should, if they want to allow people to sell at main gate, so they could give them a little space outside of the main entrance gate. Down from Fidelity Bank up to once you turn, there's a curve. Those curves, they should stop.
That's a parking spot at that curve. After the university's main gates, they are not allowed. I think the DOPT guys don't allow them park and pick up passengers. So from that go down.
Yeah, fine.
So
now from that place
risk.
should go. Because first of all, I think it's not really proper. We're seeing them being crowding in that place. We're talking about security. We're talking about the cleanliness of the environment and all of that. So I think that's one way. Else, all of them should, if you enter inside the university, just by the gates down from that Fidelity Bank down there, that place is no longer in use. Don't forget that the former administration asked them to leave that particular place. Everybody should move down to, Cameroon and all of that. So I think it's quite important for us to see this current administration also making such decisions as to those who should be given opportunity to sell in that place, either to sell there or not. I think the PRO, we are going to contact the PRO, in this regards to really find out what exactly is the management stand in regards to selling in that particular gate. But on the other hand, they have saved a lot of students, whether we like it or not. Those who are selling in that place.
Of course.
It could be phone pouch, it could be books,
it could be food.
Pen,
sometimes I'm so tired, I'm hungry, and I just stop by to get something there.
Get money and all of that. So there are lots of services going on there, but they could make it look in such a way that it wouldn't be detrimental to the school itself. Because when we have visitors coming, the first thing, impression we are giving is this place is, not too okay. It's so crowded that it shouldn't be. That's why you see most universities, the distance between the major road and where the institution is quite far, and so it gives them that leverage that from that major road down, at least the differences are always very clear. But here we have, look at the main gate, look at just a short distance.
To the major
so
road.
It's not usually enough. Sometimes during exams, and this is the reason why this particular, sign out, when during sign out, you see how crowded that place is, always jam-packed and all of that. And so with this new, no sign out movement, all of that, at least it has eased those particular stress we usually face within that period of time. So I think the management should come out, to release a memo, if possible, put a signpost just by the main gate, indicating that all of these persons, we do not want to see them here, or we want to see them here, but pay so amount of money for you to stay. But if it is true that somebody from nowhere is coming to charge people who are selling at that junction such amount of money, then it is just as bad as when we call these NEPA guys, people who are so very unkind. So
but
humanity.
don't you think the fee is absolutely outrageous? I mean, 80,000.
That's what I'm talking about, because such money can afford someone to have a shop and all of that. But here is a total open space. No security, no guarantee that your things are safe in case of any emergency and all of that. God forbid, we've never had that. Maybe a tanker or anything has ever fallen in that place, or a kind of lost brakes and all of that. Just like what happened in I think Visits Department department some couple of days ago.
Yes,
We're
around
told a trailer, you know.
biological science. Or
Okay,
physical
so
science
and then he ran into that. So you could imagine if it was during a sign out or during you know, exams. Okay, he's doing exam, or students were around at that time, at that point of the time. So it would have been so disastrous. And so also that place, there are no let's say speed bumps to control vehicle just because there is you know, traffic light over there. But there again, I think the management must, as a matter of fact, you know, do something about it, either to restrain you know, business entities from that particular environment, or build them, you know, say, okay, this is it. And Kubo, on the other hand, you know, sometimes I don't know whether they are trying to either do things without the management, but I think the new person in charge would definitely want to come out to say something, just so that we'll have clarification in this regards, you know, selling within main gate.
Well, I think I agree with Thompson on that one, that the school's management should come out and release a memo as to what the way forward is, so that, you know, these people selling can know where they stand. Anyway, that's much can take on the conversation of the day segment right here on the Morning Buzz on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course entertainment 360. We're going back to the music now. When we come back, Obi Thompson will take us through the newspaper headlines this morning. I'll leave in the hands of Sia. This one says, Unstoppable. Do not move away from your radio set. We'll be back before you know it.